Hello, my name is Arun Gupta and I work for Oracle. In this multi-part screencast series, I'm showing you how NetBeans 6.9 provides extensive tooling around Java EE 6 and GlassFish 3. So far we have seen how a simple Java EE 6 application can be easily created using NetBeans 6.9. Then we added support for Java Persistence API 2 to retrieve values from a database table. Then we built upon that application, added support for Java Server Faces 2, and saw the magic of Facelets templating language. In this episode, we're going to add support for context and dependency injection, and we'll see how that works in conjunction with JSF 2. Let's get started. Let's switch to the IDE. Now this is the application that we have created so far. Adding support for CDI in this application is as simple as adding a beans.xml file in the webinf directory. So you right click for that, new, go to other, context and dependency injection, click on beans.xml, and you may have to click a couple of times over here and specify this in the webinf folder. And click on finish. Now an empty beans.xml file is generated for us. What that means is any classes or subclasses that are with the @named annotation will be picked up for CDI injection. So let's look at our welcome.java class for a second. Here, as we mentioned earlier, we used managed bean annotation earlier. Now this could very easily be replaced with @named annotation. And CDI and JSF works very well with each other. So let's resolve the import. And now this becomes a JSF managed bean, but using CDI instead. Let's clean the imports here too. So another change that I'm going to do to this class is, instead of printing just a standard hello message, I would like to get this hello word from a different interface. For that, right click here, say new, and I want to create a new Java interface. Call that interface greeting, and I'm going to put that in a beans package. This greeting is very simple. Public string say greet, and it takes a name and it returns a message. Okay. Now to this greeting, I'm going to add a couple of implementations. So let's do that. Let's add one implementation at a time. So call this as hello greeting, and this goes in the package impl. Okay, click on finish, and this is going to implement my greeting interface. And yes, please add import and then implement all abstract methods. And here I'm going to say return hello plus name. I save it here, go to my welcome.java. Here, instead of printing the message as is, I'm going to inject my greeting, and it doesn't matter which implementation of greeting is going to pick for us. So we will let the CDI runtime take care of this magic for us. But let's make sure we do the imports correctly. And then here, instead of returning the message as is, I'm going to say greeting.greet, and I'm going to pass the name here. Okay, let's save the page over here, and let's go back to the browser and load our page over here again, and again say Arun and say submit. So our method works exactly same as is. Now let's add some more CDI fun and see how the whole thing really looks like. So back to our IDE. I'm going to add another implementation of the greeting interface. So right click here, say new, and another Java class, and this time is say howdy greeting. And I'm going to choose the package as impl. So this is my howdy greeting, and this class is again going to implement my greeting interface. Add import and implement all abstract methods, and instead here it says howdy plus name. Now let me open up my output over here. So you notice as soon as I added another implementation of the greeting interface, we got an error message, and the error message says injection point has ambiguous dependencies, because now the CDI container cannot figure out which implementation, hello greeting or howdy greeting, should I inject. And how do we resolve that? So for that, we go to our beans.xml file and we say alternatives. We pick alternatives, and within alternatives we define a class, and in the class we say, let's say by default pick hello greeting, and then in hello greeting I'm going to specify that this is an alternative, and similarly in howdy greeting as well I'm going to say this is an alternative. Okay, save this file here, save hello greeting here, and save beans.xml here. So now if we go down, you can see that the application is successfully deployed. So our implementation is hello greeting. Go to browser, refresh the page, say Arun, and click on submit. It's hello Arun. Now if I go back to my IDE and change this to howdy greeting, save the file here, the app gets deployed again, and I see here, and then I say Arun again, and I say submit, and this time is howdy Arun. So I showed you just one feature of how CDI alternatives can be very easily used with JSF2, and as we saw in the IDE, you can create quite a different artifacts of CDI. So definitely give it a try and let us know your feedback. Finally, let me leave you with some references. You can download GlassFish from glassfish.org. You can download NetBeans from netbeans.org. Any question around GlassFish, post a thread on GlassFish forums, and follow us on Twitter at GlassFish handle. Thank you.